Howdy.
Hey, how are you?
Sorry about being late as fuck.
No, you're good. I feel bad I missed your message, but I was on a case study and Matt was like, Jesse messaged you on the app. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't see it.
No, no worries.
How
How
have you
you?
guys
How y'all been?
busy?
Wide fucking open. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been two. We've lost two employees in the last couple weeks.
that's what Susan said. She said one deployed and then one left for another job.
Yeah, we kind of fucking enabled him too. Like we'd been letting him. He'd been working for a race team, like endurance racing, and
Yeah.
we let him leave like once a month and go work for him 2 or 3 days. Yeah, because he was trying to get hired on full time, and he fucking took the job and left us.
And then she said like a lift or something broke too.
Yeah, we had a lift break. Had to fix that shit. Car was on it. Car fell. Car only fell like 6 inches or so. I mean, nothing got hurt, but scary as fuck for all us.
Yeah.
But yeah, the biggest things our engine builder getting deployed to fucking Ukraine. That sucks. It's
Jeez.
his fifth tour, man.
What
Like,
branch is he in?
he's National Guard now. He was Army when he first started, but he went to National Guard. He's like he's out 25 years, so he's just trying to. This speeds up his retirement. They don't. He
Yeah,
can already retire. This speeds up how quick he can get paid on it, I guess.
I got you. That's well, I mean, you can't help the deployment one, but the other one's super shitty.
Yeah, yeah. And he's gone for like maybe a year. We think
Damn.
we don't
And you
really
guys
know.
don't make your employees like sign it. Well, I don't know if you can legally make them sign like NDAs or non-competes or anything like that so they can't
Um.
leave.
So we're going to, but that wouldn't have stopped Enrique. I mean, like he was an engine builder too, so he's just going to work on cars now. So I don't know that'd be an NDA thing.
Yeah, I don't know how those work sometimes. So, alrighty, well, I'll make this quick because I know you got to get back to work and all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah, it's Friday though. Woo-hoo.
Oh, you guys aren't, well, yeah, I guess it is. I don't think we'll work tomorrow, but Matt will be working.
Yeah, could be Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night he was like, let's lay down and take a nap. And I was like, it's 7 o'clock. He's like, okay, well, let's just eat dinner, call your kids in Colorado early, and then we'll go to bed early.
Yeah.
No, it was almost 1 o'clock before we went to bed because he was sitting there arguing with people on threads. It's like, oh my God, I'm so tired. So tired.
That's funny.
All right. So what was the hardest thing about your life, body, or mindset before joining Indoor?
Thinking that I had a shitty metabolism my whole life, and that's why I was fat, instead of realizing I just needed to focus on eating the right amount of things, building muscle to where I had enough muscle to burn the food and eat like I want to. And it wasn't my metabolism, it was my shitty lifestyle.
How did you actually feel day to day with your energy, confidence, stress, body image, libido before joining Indoor?
Let me think about that for a second. That's something I hadn't really thought about. Hmm. Energy definitely wasn't what it was now or is now. It was on its way up because I was already trying to get in shape before I joined. Um, libido was coming around too because I'd started test a little bit before. What I would say is like confidence and body image is what really improved for me. And that's because Matt got me to put my calories where they counted instead of me just looking at like a bank of calories and filling that bank. I allotted some. Hold on, let them quit revving this shit. Turn it off, please. I'm in a meeting. Will you turn it off? Thank you. But yeah, learning to put the calories where they counted, pretty much my macros. That's what I think made the biggest difference for me. And when I say that because when I started doing that's when I started watching my body transform. So obviously my body positivity and my confidence in myself went through the roof. Um, Mental clarity, maybe. So yeah, some stress reduction there too, because I felt like I had a day-to-day plan of what to eat instead of just like, holy crap, I've got this many calories. What am I going to do? I kind of made myself get into a habit or a plan. And I still to this day, I eat the same thing. My first 3 meals of the day, same meal every day for the most part. I mean, it might vary by like one yogurt or two bananas instead of three bananas but it's the same stuff. So it's really made me get order to my food, like a plan, a cycle, something I stuck to, and once I did that, the stress definitely came off some because I was stressing too much about how to eat, and I didn't know how to eat. I just knew calories. I just knew I needed to eat less calories than I was going to, burn. That's all I knew. I didn't know. I had no idea that you needed to worry so much about carbs and fat. I just worried about my protein.
What symptoms were you ignoring or pushing through that you now realize were biological issues?
Hmm. Kind of go back to the metabolism thing, thinking it was shit when that wasn't the case. It was more of me. Other things, probably mental. Again, as I watched, I could watch the week to week of my body transforming and getting better. It made my mental state better. It made me more confident. Susan said I walked around with my chest a little higher, my head up a little bit more. Um, I've definitely became a much more patient man, so it probably helped cure some of my impatience. Susan would 100% agree with that too. So yeah, all mental for
Yeah.
me.
What was different about Endure compared to any other coaching program you have tried in the past?
Okay. Um, I'd say all I'd ever done in the past was like P90 and P90X, so no one-on-one coaching. But the big difference was they push cardio, 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 a little bit of weightlifting, and then like meal plans that I'm not going to say weren't healthy. They were, but you would have hated your life eating that stuff every day, where Matt was more of like look, I don't care where you get them from. This is what I want you to eat every day as far as fat, carbs, and protein. Make it as healthy as you can. But if there's something in there that's not, as long as it fits in, you're good. And that was just a lot easier for me. I'd done Weight Watchers in the past too, and I had success on it, but man, I hated it. I hated what I was eating every day. It was miserable, and the points counting thing. And so it just was no good.
Do they
Matt give
make
me
you use the
freedom.
little cups?
Matt give me freedom, but also taught me constraint at the same time, if that's weird.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. How would you describe working with Matt? What stands out the most?
Even on my worst days when I was in my head, he found a way to get me back to where I needed to be. Whether it was in my head thinking I was getting fat, I was in my head because I didn't hit my macros perfect that day. I was in my head because I didn't lift good that day. I was in my head because I was injured. He always had a way to bring me back to center and say, like, look at what you've done, look at where you're going, forget the noise, keep your head down, your head forward, and just keep chugging along. And that's what's given me the confidence to break off and kind of be on my own. Cause like he's really taught me that like what I'm doing is working. I've got the discipline. I just got to stick to the plan, do it every day, no excuses, no bullshit. And it takes years to get to, our dream physique that will never any of us will ever achieve, because it's mythical in our head. But that was another one too, making me realize that this wasn't going to happen in a few months. I got to keep chipping away and chipping away and chipping away. And every year I'll just get a little better and a little better and a little every day, but every year to, to see the big changes.
What were the biggest biological issues you discovered and corrected together, whether it was low thyroid, poor conversion, low testosterone, or gut issues?
The biggest thing he helped me correct was I was a high aromatizer. So when I first come to Matt and I'd been on testosterone, I knew estrogen was a thing and I knew it was a thing I needed to keep in check. And I had tried to keep it in check myself, but I needed somebody that really knew hormones to help me dial it in. And it took me and him probably a good 5 to 6 months of being together before we really got things where it was just kind of okay. I don't have to worry about that. And it was probably a combination of things. It was a combination of I was on a different AI before I started with Matt. He got me off that, changed me to another AI. I was getting significantly leaner while trying to dial in my AI dose. So that was making me kind of go from high to kind of crash to back up. And, but after a few months, he got that dialed in, and that made a big difference for me. I mean, honestly, that I think that's probably what helped finally stabilize my mood because I think I was going high and getting emotional and crashing and being a dickhead and getting high and being emotional, and he got me more on the even keel.
Did your doctor ever miss
Cholesterol.
things that we found? Huh?
I was going to say, and my cholesterol. I've got good cholesterol for the first time in my life. So,
No statins or anything?
no, I mean, my cholesterol is as good as it's ever been in my life. So, and my family's got a history of heart disease and heart failure and diabetes, and my A1C is good, my blood glucose is good, my cholesterol is good. Jesus, wind blew the door shut.
Did your doctor miss anything that you guys found and worked out together?
Um, well, I'm a man of science. I don't trust doctors, so I've never went to a doctor.
Easy
uh,
enough.
I kind of feel like they killed my grandmother, and I've never trusted them since. So,
How much weight or body fat have you lost altogether so far?
oh, well, see, that's a body fat percentage. I would say I've probably dropped 10%, maybe. Weight, I weigh more now than I weighed when I started with Matt. But now, I did cut down from 238 to like 203, I think is the lowest he got me to. But over the course of like since last December to now, we've put on a solid 37 to 40 pounds, but it's all been in a lean bulk with many cuts along the way. So while, and that's another thing he's taught me too, is that I got to quit. The scale's not everything. The scale's just a little bitty piece of it. When you're in a cut, the scale's probably important. When you're not in this cut or if you're maintaining or bulking, the scale's just not that important. It's more about what do you see in the mirror? How do you feel? What do you look like? And even during body recomp, he taught me that the scale's not everything. I would say I'm only going to worry about the scale when I'm in like a dedicated cut where I'm just literally trying to cut water and body fat. Other than that, it's just something I look at and I go, and carry on.
What would your old self think if they could see you now?
Who in the fuck's that guy? I mean, I don't know. If you'd have took fat me and said, "Hey, you can do that in like 2 years," I'd have said you've lost your damn mind. So he probably wouldn't recognize me until I come up and talk shit to him.
What's one moment recently that made you realize this was worth every second?
Yeah, can't say on camera. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
But
Uh,
yeah, yeah, that's definitely
fair,
happened. It's
fair
definitely
enough. Um, what does it mean to you to have your kids and or Charlie and Susan see you like this now?
um, it's super important to me. So for one, like me and Susan, we've loved each other for 28 years, but she looks at me different nowadays. She's got a different fire in her eyes, and it's pretty cool to see. We've always had a great, sex life, but and you'd think after this many years, some things just couldn't get better. That's just not the case. We're closer. We love each other more somehow. Our sex life's got better than it's ever been somehow. So this whole fitness journey with me and her together is just, you wonder like, how can I love somebody more? But somehow through this, as weird as that is, we've found a way to love each other more. And for Charlie, he always kind of has lived vicariously through me, no matter what I was doing, watching me, looking up to me, whether it was school, racing, whatever. And I seen watching me lift and stuff, and like seeing he tells me like, "You're getting big, dog. You're getting big. One of these days, I'm gonna catch you." And I know that's like him saying like, "Hey, I can do that too. When I grow up and I'm a man finally, I can do that too.
How would you describe the before you versus the after you in one sentence?
Mm, mm. The before me was an unconfident man who knew discipline but didn't want to put it into his physical life or his diet. He more worried about work and education where his discipline was at. Where now I've moved away from school and it's just work and this. I've moved that extra chunk of discipline over to, now it's let's be confident, let's be disciplined in what we eat, and let's be disciplined in how we work out and manage our life. So discipline, how I've allocated my discipline, I've changed that over to like, hey, take care of yourself instead of worrying about. It's almost like life's important. Don't get me wrong, right? But I didn't take care of me. I was more worried about I have to accomplish this, I have to do this, I've got to get this thing done. Where now it's like, no, I need to eat, I need to sleep, I need to train hard. Those have become priorities in my life now.
What would you tell someone who feels stuck the way you felt before you joined Endure?
Um, I would tell them, um, you need to go talk to my buddy Matt. He's going to tell you some crazy shit, how to eat and what to do. You just need to listen to him, do it. And I promise you, 3 months from now, you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to say, holy shit. And if you'll keep doing that, you're going to look in the mirror a year from now and say, who in the hell is this person? Because I did that.
And what makes Endure Coaching Academy different from anything else on the market?
Matt's personable with you. You're not talking to a person on the internet you don't know. Even though I knew him, but I'm sure there's other clients that didn't know him. But I know Matt, and I know that he's made himself personable and friendly to them instead of just being a wall of text on a computer screen that has no emotion or no input or feedback. Like his videos, when he started doing the videos, that was great for check-ins. It made it so much more of a relatable, personal feedback system. So just things like that. I feel like Matt, I think he really cares about all these people. I think he wants to see them all succeed. And I think probably if I had to guess, his day to day, his stress levels and his happiness has some revolvement around watching all of us do better.
Absolutely, 100%. That's all I had. Those are all the questions.
Cool.
Yeah. What are y'all doing tomorrow for Thanksgiving?
I think we're going to her sister's for breakfast in the morning, and then we got my mom and dad of the evening, I think.
Okay.
We're going to do something simple. As last year, mom kind of ruined Thanksgiving, the Alzheimer's. She burned everything, kept cooking it. So we're going to do like a
I
crab,
remember.
something easy as fuck that you just can't mess up.
Yeah. Champ and Matt are going hunting, and I'm going to cook, and then Champ's mom's going to come over for dinner, and then we're going to go to my parents on Sunday. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. It's
about
one of
it.
those, like, I like Thanksgiving, but then like seeing all the families kind of like, I don't like my family that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We usually go to Champ's grandmother's house, but it's a 2 hour drive. It's up in Dalton, and it's just like I don't want to dick with that tomorrow. So
Yeah.
in here.
Susan's
But
family's all kind of, I don't know, half-faced people. And then, where me and my dad are technically like bastards of his side of the family. Nobody really cares. So,
yeah,
yeah, fuck them.
sometimes it's just easier to do it with your
Yeah.
who you're with all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well,
well, thank you
meeting.
for getting on this with me. Sorry it was such a shit show trying to get it scheduled.
No worries. No worries. I literally, I literally looked up and I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to get with Erica this week. Fuck.
No, you're fine. Holiday, it's been a crazy week for everyone, I think. So,
Yeah.
but tell Susan I said hi.
Will do.
You guys have a good Thanksgiving.
We'll do, and we need to get down there and train sometime, man.
Yeah, or we need to come up there, one of them.
We hated we missed that last one. It was just World Cup weekend. We can't miss that.
And it was so like short and impromptu because the following weekend we went out to Austin. So, and I don't know if we'll be able to do one in December. The kids from Colorado come out in the 20th,
Yeah.
but we'll figure something out.
I mean, even if it's not an endure thing, we need to come down and just train.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
like the way anyways. So,
Get dinner or something. So,
yeah.
all
Well,
righty. Well, thank you again.
y'all don't eat too much tomorrow.
Yeah, you either.
See ya.
Bye.